Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Christina, and today I just wanted to share some free resources that I'm using this year. So if you're new here, welcome. I have two kiddos, ages 8 and 10. We are in our 5th year of homeschooling, and we absolutely love it. We were led here by the Lord, and He has guided us the entire way through. So today I wanted to share some websites and resources that are free. And these particular resources we're using this year, and then I'll have some bonus ones that I've used in the past. So we've been doing homeschool since my daughter, my eldest, was in 1st grade. So I'm one of those thrifty people that love to save a buck wherever I can. And especially in today's economy, things are a little tight for some people, and some of us really would like to hold on to money wherever we can. So that's something I always keep in mind, and who knows where the economy is going to go. So having these resources is truly a blessing. There is so much information online. There are so many resources online. Many of the creators here on YouTube have already give you an exhaustive list of how many free resources there really are. And that's not really going to be this video. I'm just going to share the websites and resources that I always return to year after year in my 5 years now of homeschooling. So if you're interested in that, stick around and let's get into it. So my first resource is the Homeschool Compass. Now this is a homeschool company. They work together with christianbook.com. If you would go on their website and go to the free resources, they are linked there, and if you get on their email list, they send you updates on any of their new creations that they've done, which is nice to stay on top of that. They do wonderful things all the time. They have book lists, seasonal activities that you can do with your kiddos. So this year we are using the President's notebook pages. So we've been using this since last year. And they look like this, and it's just all the presidents. And this year I'm just having my daughter notebook through. I just put another notebook, extra notebook paper within this, but they've been really good. So I've absolutely loved this resource. Another resource we're using this year is the Human Anatomy Pack. So this is just various pages on the human anatomy, and I'm using it to go with our course that I've kind of like puzzled together with various resources. I kind of talked about that in my last update video, which I can link for you if you're interested in what I'm using for that. But this has been a really good resource for us. Absolutely love the Homeschool Compass. In the past, when my kids were a little smaller, we've used a lot of their nature resources, and a lot of their seasonal resources. Like I said, they have book lists and all of that, which make it really fun to just kind of bring the seasons to life during the homeschool year. So my next website is amblesideonline, and I know many people utilize this website if you are a Charlotte Mason homeschool, or if you are just an enthusiast of Charlotte Mason, which I would call myself. I don't think I subscribe to any particular type of homeschooling. I just like what I like, and I use what I use, and maybe that's eclectic, I don't know. But the thing that I love most about Amblesideonline is their book lists, because they are just full of just beautiful literature. Some I've read, some I haven't, some I long to read with my children. So I've kind of made an exhaustive list myself of all of the books that they recommend on that website. And that is why I definitely return to that website year after year. It has been such a wonderful resource for us. My first year homeschooling, I used Ambleside Online pretty exclusively on top of some other things that we were doing, and I absolutely loved it. However, just the abundance of books just became a little much for us, but I definitely kept a list of all of those books that they recommend, and I'm always referring to it and making sure that we can touch on some of those every single year. I also love their hymn studies, so we follow along with them. We've done that primarily the last 5 years using their hymn suggestions, and we just follow along whatever it is on that schedule, and we sing along. Now, there is a woman in the community of Ambleside Online that has a website, or I'm sorry, not a website, but a YouTube channel, and so we use her to sing the songs, and I can go ahead and link her channel down below. She's wonderful, and she does all of the songs recommended on Ambleside, so it makes it really easy to find whatever it is that you're singing for that particular month. So I love that. We've used their picture study recommendations, music study recommendations. There's just so many things that you can incorporate into your homeschool from that website, even if you don't use the website exclusively, and it's one of my favorite free resources. Now, many of the books on there aren't necessarily free. They do have a lot of free links that you can maybe print a book or what have you, but a lot of them are linked to Amazon or other various places so that you can purchase them. But just to have that book list, I think is gold. So my next website that I love and always go back to is the Easy Peasy Homeschool website. Now, one of my favorite resources to use from them is the Math Fact worksheets. I've used these with both of my kids. We're taking a break with my youngest because it's just a lot on the page for him, and we're just getting him acclimated to doing any sort of math fact practice because I think it's important to memorize those. So we put this down for a bit, but we're going to pick it back up, I think, after the holidays. And I just love this. So they have it for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and my daughter has gone through the addition and subtraction and multiplication. So we have, and she's moved into a different math program this year that does math fact practice. So we have stalled using this particular resource for her, but it's been such a blessing because she has really gotten down those facts, and I attribute it to these worksheets. So you can print these for free on their website. I just like to make a little booklet here. You set a timer for 5 minutes and your child will work through the page, get through as many as they can in 5 minutes, and keep working through it and working through it until they get through the entire page and every single answer is correct. So that has been a great resource for us. We definitely use it for a lot of other things. There's also worksheets that we're utilizing for our science unit. This is another resource we are taking advantage of for our science this year. There was just an abundance of information and resources on there. You know, they have every subject you can think of. So if you were lacking in a subject in your homeschool, you wanted to supplement, or you just wanted to use them, many people use that particular website for a full curriculum, just like Ambleside Online. So it's definitely a great resource. I highly recommend it. If you are new to homeschooling, you don't know where to start, that is definitely a good place to go. Now, another resource that is actually new to us this year, I haven't used it in previous years, but we are using it, so I wanted to mention it, is K5 Learning. They again have many different subjects on there from kindergarten all the way up to 5th grade, and we are using their grammar components this year, and it's been really good. So I started at the beginning and just printed a lot of their grammar worksheets. So it's kind of set up like mastery, so you're working on one topic and then kind of practicing that for several lessons and then moving on to another thing. So this is what I'm working with my son, who is 8 years old this year. And it's just been, I mean, they're really nice, colorful worksheets. They do have a little explanation here at the top that can help you guide your child in what they're going to be doing. And we just do one worksheet a day, but there is so much on their website. You have math resources, vocabulary, spelling, all of those things are on this website. So it's been a nice addition to our homeschool this year. So I wanted to go ahead and mention that if you are looking for any free resources in that age range. Now, I did neglect to mention that Ambleside Online goes all the way up until 12th grade, and Easy Peasy Homeschool goes from preschool to 12th grade as well. Now, another website that I revisit year after year is underthehome.org. This is another Charlotte Mason type curriculum that's completely free online. So any enthusiasts, once again, this is a great resource. I love to reference it for things like copy work. We use it for music in the past, art study. All of those have been really great. They have things like prose, poetry, so many storytelling. So there's different books on there that you can have read aloud to your children through, I think, the Livy Box, I think that's what it's called, which is just a free resource online of older books. So they have a lot of the classic literature recommended per grade on this particular website. So this year we are using the copy work for the First Eclectic Reader, which is the McGuffy. I do have the McGuffies, and I plan to bring them out as soon as my son finishes his beginner's Bible, which he's moving along very quickly on this year, so I'm very proud of him. He's worked really hard. So we use this as our copy work, and then whatever lesson he finishes, his other book, wherever we are, is where we'll start in the McGuffy. So I'm having him do copy work and then reading to me what it says and making sure everything looks neat, and his capitalization and his punctuation and everything is where it needs to be. So these are on the website for every single McGuffy. I think up until the 3rd or 4th McGuffy, I want to say, maybe the 5th. Yes. But it's a fantastic website, a great resource, and this is really something he can do independently. He'll come in here in the morning in our independent study time and just kind of open the book and do the next couple pages. So he's been working on that. Another thing I really love about Under the Home is the music. So we've done a couple of the musics. This is the 2nd grade music. So I had a plan of doing something else, but I might revisit this. We did enjoy it. So this is learning instruments. It even has picture study intertwined within it, which is just a nice add-on. There's review questions, activities for every day of the week. We've broken this up various different ways throughout the week. Instead of doing it 4 days a week, maybe we do it once a week and just kind of split things up once or twice a week. So this has been such a nice resource. The kids have always enjoyed it. They always give you a little sample of the music so you can hear it, and then you're talking about it, and then you're relaying it to a piece of art. It really is a really sweet curriculum, and there's so much on there that even if you didn't use it fully, like from everything they suggest, pulling little things here and there has been such a blessing to our homeschool, and something that I continue to revisit and probably will continue to revisit, because even if there's grade levels stamped on something, you can always pull in something from whatever they're suggesting to your homeschool. It doesn't have to be grade level specific. So I've really, really enjoyed Under the Home. It's one of my favorites, and I am happy that we're using their resources again. So I wanted to share that with you. Now, some bonus websites. There is a website called Miniature Masterminds. This is something that I used with my kids who were a little younger when my daughter first started homeschooling, and it's just a really fun website with a lot of activity-based learning. There's workbooks like math workbooks, English workbooks, language arts. There's a lot of art-related activity, like crafts and things like that. It's just a really fun website. I believe it starts at kindergarten and goes all the way up. Well, they're starting to do some, I think, upper elementary things that I've noticed. So I'll share with you on the screen kind of what that looks like. But this has always been just a fun website that I glance at every now and then just to see what's new and if there's anything I want to print off. So that has been fun. Another one is Teacher Pay Teachers. This is great. Now, a lot of the things on there are paid that you would have to pay for, but there is so much that is free. You have to search the free bar, and there's just so much on there that has been helpful to us. Just recently, we printed a bunch of holiday related crafts for the kids to do so we could decorate the house with some things. So that was a lot of fun. It's just a really fast, easy way to add to your homeschool without putting out any money. And the last website I want to share with you today is Free Math Program. This is another program that I have frequently visited in our 5 years of homeschooling. It's just a really great resource for supplementing. This goes up from kindergarten all the way to 5th grade, I believe, and it's just a really great place to go for worksheets and extra practice. So here's an example of what some worksheets might look like that my son did in the summer. So this is counting and number recognition. So it's just extra practice and lots of color. So that's always nice. And it's just been a really nice resource for us in our homeschool. And it is a mastery program. So you could actually, I think, if you are really good at math and comfortable with math and comfortable teaching math concepts, I think this is a great resource for a full math curriculum. And it's just been a really nice add-on for us in our homeschool to help us get those topics down. And I love this resource, so I definitely want to share that in a bonus, because while we're not using it currently, I definitely peek into the website here and there to supplement when needed. So those are kind of my picks for my most favorite free resources. Now, there is so much more online, so many great resources, and I just wanted to share this because I know how things can feel overwhelming sometimes when homeschooling and feeling like there's just so many resources, there's so many things you feel like you might need to buy and you might need to purchase, and the truth is you just don't. There is so much online that you can really supplement a lot of your homeschool, and you don't have to feel guilty for it. You don't have to spend money just to lose money, because it is a lot. It's overwhelming. And so I thought this would be helpful to just share some of my most favorite websites, the websites I've used over and over and over and over again in our homeschool, because we like to pull on a lot of different resources and use different things, and I don't want to always spend money on those things. So this helps me do that and helps present that sort of feast of learning for my children when needed. So hopefully that was helpful. And if you have any of your favorite free resources that you use or that you visit over and over again, drop those down in the comments so other people can see those, for those that are interested in that. And let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to get down in the comments and connect with you. And I will see you on the next one, guys. God bless.